Have I got a biblical nugget for you? You did not know this, I guarantee it. Oh, okay. Been working on the timeline. And then yesterday I said the tribes of Israel, when they got to Egypt, would have had to hook up with their cousins. I was wrong. They had to hook up with their half-siblings. Let me show you. We know that 66 souls came with Jacob into the land of Israel, Judah being one of them. Now, Judah, if you recall, had a Canaanite wife, and then he ends up hooking up with Tamar, who was supposed to marry Shelah. So we know that and Onan were offed by God because he did not like what they were doing, spewing your seed on the floor. Don't get me started. So that means Shelah enters into Egypt, but as well as Perez and Zerah. Now, they're twins. They shared a womb. Okay, now check this out. The population of Judah was of men over 20 when they go into the Exodus is 74,600, okay? Judah was 41 years old when he entered into Egypt. He enters in with his 3 sons and 2 grandsons. So the sons of Perez and Zerah could only marry the daughters of Shelah, and the sons of Shelah could only marry the daughters of Perez and Zerah if you wanted to keep the tribe separate, like its own tribe. So I thought about that yesterday. I'm like, if all the tribes are mixing, how do we have the tribe of Benjamin, the tribe of Judah, the tribe of this? If you're trying to keep those tribes as their own separate tribes, and this is the only way it could work, that means that Jesus also descends from Shelah and the Canaanite woman, that those become his ancestors in the tree. Now, initially, remembering Jericho, Rebecca, the red scarlet thread, does marry into the Israelites and ends up going into the promised land. And she was from Jericho, therefore was probably Canaanite, and I didn't think she was, but now I'm like, okay, turns out there was some Canaanite blood in Jesus as it is, and that means that, yes, she would have been a Canaanite woman from Jericho, redeemed in all that because she wanted to serve their God, God Almighty. But that is the only way. Now, also take note that the list of sons that Judah has and the other guys have, it only listed up until they enter into Egypt, which means that they had children afterwards. And remembering it only records the males, not the females. They had daughters. But in order to get a number like 74,600 and to keep the tribe of Judah, it starts with having to hook up with half-siblings. And now, remember, it's a big deal. Abraham married his sister, but she was only his half-sister. They shared the same father, not the same mother. So they didn't share a womb. Perez and Zerah shared a womb. Do you see where I'm going with this? So different mothers, same father, they can hook up. It's apparently a big deal that your sibling is only your half-sibling and only that you share the same father and not the same mother. As far as the Canaanite bloodline is concerned, I believe that it's when God gives the command to Moses to give to the Israelites, saying that when you're in a land and you're sitting there and you're done destroying all of the inhabitants thereof, you're not supposed to hook up. And when the Lord thy God shall deliver thee before thee, thou shalt smite them. Okay, so we're wiping out the people there and utterly destroy them. And thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show them mercy unto them. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughters thou shalt not give unto his sons. Which doesn't happen. That's not in Jesus' lineage. So the Canaanite woman married to Judah and Rebecca all come in to Jesus' lineage before this. Remembering that the Canaanite line, you're going to get a little bit of the Nephilim blood in there because they were in the land. So I always thought that that's why God didn't want them mixing with Canaanites. But as far as Jesus' bloodline is concerned, I don't think he had any Nephilim mix in there. I think he's safe.